The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Nashville. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards.
You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones, 44 yards. Play action, Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they, after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Patterson on the draw play. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And picked off by Caleb Farley. And they will finally stop him as he's down the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Henry again. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 37-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Tannehill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. On first down, Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turn the ball over to the other offense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw is Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. Well, things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in the 2nd half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense once again up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now a give right side. It's Patterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He completes this to Russell Gage. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here we go on 4th down. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.